Lisa at Suttons Daze has issued her annual Project Pantry Challenge. And the first thing we're to do is to inventory our freezer. So if you want to see me take care of that particular task, keep watching. Welcome to This and That with Denise Jordan. I teach women how to make wise home, health, and beauty decisions so there's less chaos in their homes, they lead healthier lives, and they feel beautiful from the inside out. And today, I have to inventory my freezer because I need to buy some groceries, some meats in particular, and I don't want to do that until I see what I've already got on hand. But before I jump into that, if you're new to my channel and you want to learn more about running a household, cooking and cleaning and laundry and health and beauty, subscribe, because I do videos about those topics all the time. Or if you want to learn about products that could be beneficial to you in your home, subscribe, because again, I do videos about product reviews all the time. But definitely check out the show notes in the description box below, and I will typically list my favorite housekeeping and gardening solutions there. Okay, so let's jump into the inventory. So every August, Lisa Sutton on Suttons Daze will issue her Project Pantry Challenge, and this time she's adding a little twist. Each week she's having us inventory something a little bit different, and she's starting off with the freezer. And my freezer definitely needs a little bit of work. Let's take a look. Things are pretty much a hodgepodge in this freezer. I am definitely at 6s and 7s. On this shelf right here, on this top shelf, I like to put maybe things that I put in freezer containers that I want to pull out later, maybe small boxes of, I don't know, niblets, corn, and that kind of thing. This shelf here, I like to keep my smoothie items on, and then in here, frozen vegetables and frozen fruits, and then meats and other things. But you can see right now, things are just a little bit of everywhere. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of get everything out. And then looking over here at this door, I don't know what this is on the front of it. I know my husband's got some kind of cold packs that are there, and it's just grubby right there. And then I've got some nuts and brown sugar toppings, some coffee, and just other things. So I really have not made best use of my space. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of get everything out, and then I'm going to make an inventory. So let's get that started. Oh, and I've also got a freezer out in the garage too, and I need to check both of them. But we'll start here. I like to keep flour in the freezer. If my flour canister is overfilled, then I'll put the remaining flour in the freezer just so I don't have to worry about any bugs germinating in it. And then my husband got some fresh okra from a friend's garden the other day, so he went ahead and processed this for the freezer. You can tell he's been in there because he likes to use paper towels to layer things. So now I've got everything out, and I'm going to clean it up with some Mrs. Meyer's vinegar cleaning solution and water. I don't want to put any of my multi-purpose cleaners in there that have an odor because I really don't want to get any odors in the freezer. So the vinegar should be a pretty clean smell. will admit, when I clean the fridge, I don't often clean this. I don't clean the freezer. I might just put things in and out. So it's been a while since I've actually done this process. Which, as you can see, is why it is in the condition it is in. I thought that ought to come out of there. And this Mrs. Meyer's vinegar has such a nice fragrance. It's just real light. It's a no rinse cleaner, so I think I'm liking it. I've used it to clean the stove, but I haven't used it for this particular task before, and I think I'm liking it. I wanted to get those shelves out one at a time, because what I didn't want to do was mix up which shelf went where. And it's amazing how dirty the freezer can get. And I can see there's also some things that I do need to purge. So I'll be taking care of that too. Now this freezer section is clean, so now I'm going to get to the inventory. Oh, well, I guess I should get the shelves back in. Let's do that first. So now I'm going to get these things inventoried and back in the freezer, because they've been sitting out here on the counter and in the sink while I've been cleaning out the freezer or washing out the freezer. So I want to hurry up and get them back inside, and then I'll have my husband bring in the baskets of food in the outside freezer and I'll see what's in those. So let's get this part of the inventory started. So now I've had my husband bring in 2 of the bins from out in the freezer. And in case you're wondering, why am I bothering to go through all of this, particularly for the things that are outside in the freezer, is because one of the things that I've learned from Lisa Sutton at Suttons Daze is that we do need to rotate things out. So there were some things in the freezer that had gotten freezer burn last year when I did this process. And so I had to pick some things. So it's a better steward of my resources if I take the time to actually see what's in there and then rotate those things to the front or bring them inside that I need to get used up, and then also I know what I need to buy and what I don't need to get. So, and then this is a bunch of bread. When we had our tea, I put all the ends off the bread in here so that I can use it for dressing close to Christmas time, or Thanksgiving I should say. This is one of those ice things that my husband puts in the cooler, so why is it in one of these bins? I don't know. I'll set it down there for the time being. Chicken broth that I froze, and some New England style wild caught stuffed clams. And these were on sale at Kroger, so I picked up 2 of them, and we've eaten one of them, and whereas we liked it, we just thought it was just okay. So I'm looking for an opportunity to get these used up quickly, because then I certainly won't be buying these again. And then turkey breast and potatoes. So let me get through these baskets and I'll keep it moving. Now this is heavy whipping cream, and I had a carton of whipping cream and I knew I couldn't use it all up. So what I did was I poured it into a mold, several molds, in 1/2 cup serving sizes, and now I've got some little bags of whipping cream when I need it, and they're in 1/2 cup portions. Chicken breast that I sorted out when I buy a really big pack, and then you kind of separate it, and then another package of chicken breast. And you know, I was looking for some chicken breast the other day. I didn't think to look outside, but I wanted to make chicken and noodles or something and didn't have any in here. So now I know how many I've got, and I'm going to put these on the list. So anyway, I'll keep it moving. I've got my freezer inventory done, so I'm going to clean up all of this stuff that I got out to clean the fridge and clean the counter, and then I'm going to make a run to Kroger's. But at least now I know what to get, and my objective for going to Kroger's today is to pick up some meats to fill in for what's missing. So I'll take care of that, and then I'll let you see what I got. And then this is a bag of stuff that I'm purging. I mean, I had a lot of stuff in the freezer that had freezer burn or had been out there too long, or that I just knew that I wasn't going to use. So this is going into the garbage. Okay, so I'm back from Kroger. I'll get this stuff unbagged, and then I will put it on the inventory list so that I know it's absolutely what's in there. And one of the things that I've learned to do when I go is I will look to see what's on sale. What are the manager specials that day? And one of the things that I got was this pack of loin chops. It was regularly $16.80, and I got it for $8.23 today. So I'm really pleased with that. So I'm going to separate it, and then I'll put it in the freezer. Picked up a rotisserie chicken. I'm going to have that for dinner today, and I'll just make some sides to go along with that, because I figured by the time I got back from the grocery store, getting everything put away and getting a couple other things done, I wasn't going to be in the mood to cook something that took a long time. So rotisserie chicken is what we're having tonight. Picked up some apples. I got some lemonade. We have lemonade just about every day, so I had to make sure I picked up some of that. And I like the Simply Lemonade kind. And of course, the cranberry sauce. I got 2 cans of that. I have cranberry sauce as a side just about every day. Whenever we have chicken, I feel like you've got to have cranberry sauce. It's not just for Thanksgiving for me. And then I'm going to make chicken and noodles one day. So today I'm going to make I'll have the rotisserie chicken, and we'll just have chicken and 2 sides. But then another time this week, I will make chicken and noodles. And so I picked up some of these yolk-free homestyle noodles by Essen House. I love these Amish noodles, so I got those. And then now these are the things that were on sale. Some miso gringo, or rather miso ginger chops. And they were on sale for $5.26, marked down from $7.03. And there's just 2 in this pan, but they're already seasoned, so they'll be really nice for one of our meals. And then they had pork loin country style ribs on sale. So I picked up 2 packs of that, and they were just $2.50, regularly $5.91. So these will be in the freezer. We've got the holidays coming, so maybe I can use it for that, or they just might be in the freezer for a while, and then I'll put them in the crock pot one day and we'll have them. So 2 of those. And then they have these baby back pork ribs, buy one get one free. So I picked up a couple of those because, as I said earlier, Labor Day is coming, and so we might want to use them for that, or they just might be in the freezer for a while as part of our inventory. So granted, I did get a lot of pork today. I did redeem myself with some turkey. They have these turkey tenderloins, buy one get one free. So I bought 2 of those, and they were regularly, I believe, $9.99. So that means I got them for $5 each. And these turkey tenderloins are really great to have with a meal, and then you can just pick a couple of sides to go along with it. They cook up pretty quickly in the oven. And this will probably last us for 3 meals. So I've got quite a few meals here with the stuff that I got today. So let me get it put away. Now this is what I want you to think about. I haven't been doing as great a job of pre-planning my meals. Particularly this month, since I've been so busy with Vlogmas, is all I can do just to kind of stay up with the editing and the other things. So I haven't done a good job with pre-planning dinners, but I will be able to do that, and then I'm putting some things in the house, some things in the freezer in the house, and then the things that I don't think I'm going to use soon in the freezer out in the garage. So then when I open the freezer that first thing in the morning, it just kind of helps me decide what I'm going to cook. One of the things that I did do was I had a round steak in the freezer that had been out in the garage and looked like I'd had it out there for a little bit. So I brought it inside so that I can cook it in the next few days. So there's that. So now here's my question for you. What part of this whole inventory in the freezer and then choosing what I want to buy on sale at Kroger's process interests you the most? Tell me in the comment section below. And just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I am a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, cooking and cleaning and laundry and gardening and health and beauty and that kind of thing, subscribe. As a matter of fact, I don't know why you're not subscribed already. We have a lot of fun over here, so I think you will like what we do. So please join the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I will see you for another day of August.